Today started with a beautiful, relaxed drive from Halifax to Baddeck. After checking into our accommodation and taking a moment to breathe, we're already back on the road. Our first stop? The Alexander Graham Bell National Historic Site. From there, we'll be spending the rest of the day exploring everything this incredible town has to offer. If you're planning a trip to Cape Breton, Baddeck is easily one of the most scenic and strategic places you can stay. Nestled right along the shores of the Bras d'Or Lake, a stunning UNESCO-designated inland sea, this small waterfront village is pure magic. Picture sweeping views, sailboats drifting across calm waters, and a truly peaceful atmosphere. It's famously known as the beginning and the end of the world-renowned Cabot Trail, making it the absolute perfect home base if you want to experience the trail's epic coastal drives, without having to pack up and change hotels every single night. And that is exactly what our plan is. Tomorrow, we'll be setting out to drive the Cabot Trail, and after a full day of exploring, we'll be looping right back here to our accommodation in Baddeck. But Baddeck isn't just a gateway. It's a destination with its own incredibly rich history. This town was the beloved summer retreat of inventor Alexander Graham Bell, and stepping inside his National Historic Site is absolutely fascinating. We all know him as the inventor of the telephone, but walking through these exhibits, you quickly realize his genius went so much further. He was a pioneer in deaf education, early sound recording, and even medical technology. One of the coolest things to see are his massive tetrahedral kites. They look almost like pieces of modern art, but they were actually his early experiments to achieve manned flight. And speaking of flight, you get to explore his groundbreaking work in aviation. We got a close look at the exhibits surrounding the Silver Dart, the aircraft that made Canada's very first powered flight, right here over the frozen ice of Baddeck Bay in 1909. But maybe the most impressive sight is the HD-4 hydrofoil. Seeing the sheer size of this cigar-shaped watercraft, the exact one that shattered the world marine speed record in 1919, really puts his visionary mind into perspective. Beyond the museum, the village itself is compact and wonderfully walkable. In the summer, the lake comes alive with kayaking, sailing, and boat tours. And when you're done on the water, you can stroll by the peaceful marina, pop into charming local shops, or grab a table at a cozy restaurant serving up fresh Atlantic seafood. If you're feeling inspired to visit, here are a few important travel tips to keep in mind. First, book your accommodation early. Baddeck is a small village, and during peak summer months, or the spectacular fall foliage season, hotels sell out incredibly fast. Second, a quick note on dining. While the seafood here is incredible, traditional Atlantic fare really dominates the menus. If you follow a strict vegan or vegetarian diet, your options might be a bit limited compared to larger cities. It's a good idea to check menus ahead of time, call restaurants to confirm, or simply book a stay with a kitchenette so you have full control over your meals. Whether you come in the summer for the vibrant waterfront activity or in the fall to chase the legendary Cabot Trail colors, Baddeck isn't about big city energy. It's about slowing down, enjoying the water, and letting the beauty of Cape Breton Island completely surround you. That's a wrap for our first day here in Baddeck. If you enjoyed exploring this peaceful village with us, please hit that like button and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Because tomorrow, we are waking up bright and early to tackle the legendary Cabot Trail. It's going to be an epic drive, and you won't want to miss it. Drop a comment below and let us know. Have you ever been to Cape Breton? Or is Baddeck now on your travel bucket list? Thanks so much for coming along for the ride. We'll see you on the trail tomorrow.